Minecraft, this is Takeanarrow, and today I am on my LP series. Got some bad news. We'll go check out what's been going on. So basically, I've been messing around with the Minecraft settings a lot lately, and I accidentally logged in a 1.5 version, and as you can see, it's messed a fair bit of it up. Not all of it, but I was pretty bummed about it to begin with. I was pretty much like going to abandon this and just do something else, because I have found other games I've been playing a lot more than Minecraft, but I was having to think about it one night and I decided I'd log in, and I looked around and it wasn't, like, it's not too bad really. Obviously we've lost all the stained clay. For some reason the bottom half slabs have disappeared, but where I've placed the top ones they don't go, which is strange. So the top slabs are alright, the ones that I place on the bottom aren't. Stairs have gone. This is the dark oak wood, by the way, not normal stairs. What else? So we had our stained clay. I don't think anything down here was affected. No, I was setting up something down here, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. So stained clay, half slabs. If we come up here, obviously 1.6 is where the horses came in, so they're all gone. Luckily it was, well, it doesn't matter too much actually, because I haven't done a lot, so oh, cows aren't. What else? But the worst thing, this is pretty much what was like, oh no way, I can't carry on now, was half of the dark oak trees are gone. And the reason I think that it's kind of messed it up and not really taken all of them, what is going on there? Actually no, that's not right. Okay, that theory's, oh yeah, I see. Yeah, so what happens was I logged in, basically straight away I realised, because all of a sudden I saw my clocks in that drop from the sky, because my clocks were on the stained clay here, and I looked in and I realised, and straight away I pressed escape and quit the game. And I think that that's kind of saved a bit of the damage, because we come up here, we're still in sunflower plains. So that must be to do with, actually I'm not sure why that is. I don't know why it didn't, yeah, I'm not sure actually. But because when you first log in, all the chunks start loading, but it's not smooth or anything. So, this chunk here obviously got loaded, and then, yeah, I keep looking at the light level, not the chunk. So this chunk obviously got loaded, so we lost all of the dark oak trees in there. But then from here, this is a new chunk. This chunk mustn't have gotten loaded, so we've still got our dark oak trees. And same over here. That's why you can see some of them are kind of cut down the middle, and there's just random ones all out the place. There's patches of dirt where the trees used to be, now they're gone. So I wonder if they got rid of the no, I can't have, because that's, yeah, this is still on the same chunk. So I didn't get rid of any mushrooms. Probably got rid of flowers that were in here, but so I think as it loads it sort of spreads outwards, so I think that most of the damage is contained within the immediate area of here, which is, actually it's probably down here somewhere, like here. This would have been the center chunk that loaded. So disaster averted pretty much. I hadn't done a lot, so there's no redstone that had anything from 1.6. Is there anything in 1.7 that has redstone? Probably not. So yeah, it just means that I've got to go and get all the stained clay and dial that up again. I lost horse armor. What else? Yeah, just a stained glass. Do I have any stained glass? Not sure. and my stained clay, that's all gone as well. But I've still got some clay, so I can fix all that up pretty easily. I think I can just go mining for some more. So yeah, so I got two things I want to show. First thing, I'm gonna need some iron soon. I've got a project coming up that I want to build, and it's just I'll head over here. Alright, here we are. So you probably guess what this is. It's an iron farm. Pretty sure everyone knows how these work now, but basically I just got a fake village up there, and it has a central spawning point for the iron golems. They basically just fall down, get pushed by water into this little the drop there. They sit in the lava, die, drop their gear into, drop the iron in that into the hoppers, which then gets pumped out here. I have set up a what do you call it? Yeah, an item sort of, but because I haven't added the other chests and want to separate, I'm not too worried about separating the poppies from the iron ingots at the moment. So basically this is within the spawn chunk, so this is always loaded regardless of where I am. So that just means that, you know, I don't need to be within 10 chunks of this place for it to be loaded up. I can be anywhere in the world, and the iron, you know, it still produces golems, which is nice. It kind of ticks away in the background, and then when I'm like, oh, I need tons of iron, I can just shoot over there and get it. I will make a much bigger version of that later on when I sort of start getting my you know, the swamp area set up, where I want to set up like an industrial area. Damn horses. But yeah, that'll do for now. That's pretty easy to build. There's, you know, there's no redstone involved, except for well, it doesn't have to be redstone involved. I just added the hopper sorted down the bottom, but I mean that's not even finished yet. So yeah, so that's probably going to be put on hold. The project that I had planned for the iron. Now that all of this has been messed up, this is going to be my priority now. I don't really want to, you know, I want to have this area looking decent. Ooh, this way. So yeah, I want to get this area finished before I move on to anything else. But there is one thing that I was planning to do this episode, which hopefully I can still do. I'm going to set this portal up so that I can, that'll be my nether portal. The reason it's so wide is I'm actually going to set up some tracks for minecarts going in and out, and there'll still be plenty of room for me to walk in. And I've been doing a bit of messing around in creative with how minecarts enter and exit nether portals. It's a little bit messy. It's not it's not consistent. So I'll have to put some like fail-safe stuff in there. So that's just basically if I'm at the nether, I can load up some minecarts and just send them back, and I don't need to worry about them. Then when I come back through the nether portal, I'll load these chunks up, and then hopefully whatever I've sent through can just carry on and be dumped into chests, and then maybe even return back to the nether where the minecarts with the chests can just wait for my return, I guess. And then I'll start building a bit of a nether hub and stuff like that, a bit of a base for where I'm building. So yeah, so first priority is to fix this up. Yeah, so I'm gonna get onto that right now actually. Okay, so I just wanted to point something out. I'm not sure what happens. I just made all the stained clay to do some of it. I haven't got enough to finish the rest of it, but so I'm pretty sure that I had a lot more stained clay before I messed up the server, right? So I'm assuming it all disappeared when the server reloaded. But if we come over here, I was looking through my we still got the flowers, the Zuri blue, whatever. The the ox eye, the dark oak sapling, the acacia sapling. We still got. I definitely lost all my horse armor and name tags and leads. What else? Yeah, so I'm not sure why it didn't take the. Why it didn't take these flowers or the dark oak sapling or the acacia tree, because they weren't in at 1.5. So not sure how that works really. Yeah, that's all I could really think of that just changed. I can't really think of anything else. Are they quartz? When was quartz at? No, it was 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. So yeah. So another thing I wanted to kind of admit to, I was considering just going in creative mode and filling everything out, but the reason I don't want to do that is because, well, it's cheating, but also because I don't want to be, in the future, if something goes wrong, I don't want to be tempted to just go, oh, I'll just go in creative mode and fix that all up. So I am going to do all of this by hand. I don't have all the resources I need at the moment. Just ran out of, I think I've got a couple more in the furnace, but so yeah, I think I'm going to try and find a mesa and set up a portal, just make that a lot easier. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there and let you know that I won't be doing anything in creative. So yeah, but I'll get there. And I think the hardest thing is going to be the dark oak wood, just because, if I come up, I actually want to be planting more dark oak trees than I want to be taking down at the moment, because I want to return this back to somewhat of what it used to look like. So I might need to find another dark oak forest somewhere else and just take it down. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Alright, so I managed to find a mesa biome. How far out are we? About 5,500 blocks. All I did was I just went into the Nether and started setting up some random portals and places, seeing where I'd end up. I ported in about. I just went along the roof. The reason I went along the roof was because that would pretty much guarantee that I'd spawn up on land rather than down in the cave. It's also a lot safer as well, easier to get around. Just go through a bit of your pack, and there's a chance of running into lava as well, just random bits of lava. So yeah, I just came out over there, obviously saw the orange sand, pretty much a dead giveaway. So I've been here for a while now. Made another ender chest as well, so this is pretty much full now. I'm just going to fill up my inventory, then I'll head back. Yeah, so I'm still a fair way out. I think it's 600-700 blocks out in the Nether, so definitely want to get onto building up a Nether portal and transport system, because it'd be pretty handy to be able to get here a lot quicker. And this is actually quite tedious as well. It'd be nice to get at some stage get a beacon going. I can just have sort of like it'll be a portable beacon where I can just, that I'll be taking everywhere I go and doing this sort of stuff for now until I get tons. But it's quite handy with where I spawned in the Nether. It's quite a nice place to make a wither skeleton farm, I think. So yeah, just sort of give you a bit of an update. That's where I am now. But this would definitely be a lot nicer if I had haste 2. So yeah. Alright, managed to find a dark oak forest and harvested quite a bit of dark oak. I've also been up to something else with the saplings, but I'll show that shortly. And also swam over to that little island where I found the horses when I was looking for the stronghold. So I brought 2 of them guys back, and I'll look at breeding them later as well. Haven't even tamed them yet or anything, so I felt like and all that's left is basically just resetting up that if I want to do that again, the little TA sign. But for now, what I've been doing, because on this episode I wanted to be focusing around the new Nether portal and setting up in the Nether. So if we head to the Nether, so I've got a path out here that leads to, I'm not sure if that leads to the Mesa or the Dark. It might actually lead to both of them. Might be another portal on the way out there. Otherwise the Stronghold portal's just over here. I found that one, set that one up. But I'm actually going to move all these portals into the roof. I've got this set up here with some ladders. Been up here messing around a little bit, so I'll head up here. Basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to break a hole through the Nether roof, just in case it ever gets patched out and you can't do this in the future. I want to be able to make it so I don't have to constantly enderpearl. So I just enderpearled through the first time, and then got a bunch of saplings and that from the dark oak forest, or what is it, the roof forest. And if we head up here, so I've got a hole in the roof now. But what I did is I actually so I think I started here, like if I placed that would have been where the first tree was done. I just kept making new trees until it broke a decent amount around here. Managed to get that one down pretty early, so that made things a lot easier for going back and forth. Then I think I moved it to where this tree is here, so that one I grew it on top of there, just to try and, because when you grow a dark oak tree, and when you do the glitch of when you're trying to force it to grow downwards, it will never actually remove the blocks that the dirt is sitting on. And what I wanted to be able to do is make it so I could start placing dirt further down, just so I could get a bigger gap. So once I cleared out a reasonable amount of the stuff, then I could have placed it like maybe here, grown a tree that helped clear this out a bit easier, and further down then I probably would have gone here or something, and just kept going down until eventually I got I was being able to place dirt there. I don't think I could place dirt there because of some of the higher blocks are actually preventing the tree from growing. So yeah, I managed to get a decent size fully clear. Like if I get so we're like, I got here, there, there goes right up, there. This 4x4. Actually, I think this might be a 4x6 area I cleared. Yeah, and I think I got a bit more over here as well. So I managed to get a decent sized hole in the roof, just in case I ever want to set up some sort of tracks or stairs or whatever. I will probably try and clear out a bit more of this. Maybe have at least a 3x3 area. Maybe maybe try and have it so that I can have maybe even stairs going. So what's this? Yeah. So at the moment, where could I do it? Maybe there. Yeah, I could have like stairs going in there. But it'd be nicer to have a bigger area as well, just to clear all this out. I don't think I'll ever actually really build much above here. Like I was thinking of having the like the pathways out to different biomes up here, but I just thought it would just cause problems with mob spawning. Like I know I could just half slab everything like I did here, but I might just reserve this area for like if I was to ever build some kind of mob farm in here. Like I've seen a few cool gas farms now, AFK gas farms that you can build, and it just makes things a lot easier. I won't worry about farming pigmen up here, just because I think it's much easier just to use giant portals rather than trying to build big piston pushing kind of mob traps up here. So I think, yeah, I'd like to leave this area as clear as possible. I will remove this entire tree, but yeah, I ran out of bone meal, that's why I couldn't do any more. And so yeah, so I did clear out quite a bit. I mean, this 6x6 area would be alright. I guess you could, yeah, I mean, I got the stairway up there. I probably don't really need it because I could, if I wanted to ever transport stuff, I'll have the tunnels down below, and you know, I could just set up a portal, that kind of thing. But I just wanted to, you know, make sure I that I do it in case it ever does get patched. I don't know that it's going to get patched or anything like that, but it's just kind of like the whole bringing ice to the Nether and breaking it so that you could have water in the Nether. That eventually did get patched out, and so you can never do that. Not that I really want that. I mean, it could be, yeah, I guess potions would be the most useful thing for having water in the Nether. But yeah, so I just thought I'd show that. So the next thing I'll want to do, I don't know if I'll get enough time in this episode because I had to do, was fixing up the storage room and all that, but next thing I want to do is I'm going to actually start setting up my Nether hub up here. So I think I'll drop it down a few. Like, I don't need to go up too high, and it would be quite nice to be reasonably close to the roof just to, you know, minimize how many mobs are spawning down below and that. Because obviously mobs can't spawn on endstone. So yeah, and I do want to hook up that new portal that I've got at the base, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned what I wanted to do there. I wanted to make it easier to transport items to and from the Nether. So I think what I'll do is I will clear out a bit of this. I'll get to the right height. So obviously I have to be quite a bit lower than this, because if I'm going to have a roof, I'll need, you know, a block below the lowest endstone, which, not endstone, bedrock. So that essentially will be my roof level there. So I'll probably go down another 5 or so blocks below that, just so I can have plenty of room to build stuff. It's mainly just going to be paths, but yeah, so I think I'll clear this out, and I might clear some room in the end, and I'll start moving portals up, so when I actually go through the portal I won't be down there. I won't be down here. I'll actually portal into up here. So I should be back shortly. Alright, so here we are. I've just set up a temporary portal. I'll probably break this one down and set it up a bit better later on. But for now, this is what I've got. Just cleared out a bit of space around here. It's pretty, like, basically the center of it's going to be below the big gap. If we head up here though, I noticed something when I was clearing everything out. Basically, if I manage to get rid of that block and that block, then I'll end up having a nice 3x3 area to go straight down. So it's just going to be this one and that one. But also, if I do a bit more work, I can almost make this a 4x4. So these 4 by this 4 here. So it would just be that one up the top, and then it would just be this chunk here. So I'm not sure. I think I should be able to do that. If I get rid of like this one here, I think I should be able to start growing the tree like here. I think that possibly is the only one that might be preventing the tree from growing downwards, but I'm not entirely sure how the tree thing will work. So I think if I get rid of that one, I'll try growing it down there. I might even be able to. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might be able to, if I get rid of that wall. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I can still mess around with it anyway. The only issue is now is getting bone meal, which because I've lit up so much around my base. I'd actually have to go hunting for it rather than kind of just kill an odd skeleton that I see, because I don't see them very often now that I've lit up so much. Or if I manage to find a skeleton spawner. But yeah, so basically at the moment I think that'll lead to the stronghold. That should lead to the actually southeast. Yeah, so that'll lead to the other dark forest that I found, that I was taking the saplings in it from. This here doesn't lead to anything yet. I don't think I've gone too far north. I think that might be where the blaze farm is, so I have to sort that out. And I remembered where the what do you call it? The mesa biome is. It was actually quite far southeast, I think. So I'll have to connect that up as well. Probably head down here and then have another branch that runs off. But yeah, so what I want to do right now, though, pretty much going to end the episode here. I just want to do one last thing. Make sure it's going to work. I don't see any reason why it won't, but I want to break this portal. I want to go down and I want to light the big one. And let's just hope that it all links up properly. It should, because it's only a few blocks out. But you never know. I might have another portal somewhere there. It's pretty close. So yeah, no, that looks sweet. Get back in. Should end up at a race in the big one. Okay, so that's cool. Alright, so yeah, so like I said before, I'm going to set this up so I can have minecarts coming out, and they'll, they can automatically go off and dump their gear, but it's possible that I have to go that way, so dig a bit of a hole, depending on, because when minecarts go through a portal, they actually come out on like the two end ones, no matter where you send them in, and they usually travel in one direction. They usually travel in one direction, regardless of where you send them in and what direction. But I'll have to mess around a bit more creative to get that sorted out properly. And then up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bed in there, and then I'll probably have some like emergency supplies and that. So if I end up dying somewhere, I can just quickly throw on some armor and grab some food and all that, and it'll be ready to go. And then if I need to run down to the portal there or head off into the overworld, but it'll be another episode. I might actually do that off camera anyway. It's nothing really interesting, but yeah, I think I'll end the episode here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, and throw comments out, that kind of thing. And until next time, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.